high-rise fire increase.
We know that at least 30 people have died as a result of this fire.
Commander Stuart Cundy with the Metropolitan Police. Fox News, we report, you decide.
This is the sound of a brand new outdoor grill being hurled off a 20-story building. Now a stylish glass coffee table. An electric guitar. These are the things you could enjoy, all cast into oblivion. Because when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have bought with it. Visit EnergySavers.gov and get tips on how to save energy and money. Then do things like switch to Energy Star light bulbs or Energy Star appliances, and you can save hundreds of dollars a year. So this doesn't happen to the recliner you've had your eye on. Or this to the treadmill on your wish list. Or this to the shiny new bike your kid's been asking for. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad.
No high pressure or fake deals to lure you in at Mike Birch Ford and Blackshear. We mean what we say. Get up to $7,000 off Super Duties during our annual clearance event. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch or visit us at MikeBirchFord.com.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup. Jessup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jessup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jessup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jessup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jessup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jessup.
At Broadhurst Landfill, keeping our communities safe is the most important thing we do. Our local team of environmental managers, engineers, and scientists ensure that the long-term management of the landfill is safe for our workers, customers, and the environment. To learn more, visit our website at www.broadhurstlandfill.com. Or you can go to the website, click Visit Us, and sign up for a tour to see firsthand how we operate. We hope to see you soon.
Why waste time haggling at other dealerships when the best deals, service, and selection are at Mike Birch Ford and Blackshear? Right now, up to $6,000 off 2017 Explorers. Stop the search. Call Mike Birch. Right on the corner, right on the price.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock, you're listening to The Big Dog, WIFO-FM in Jessup, 105.5 with your FM dial. Butch Hubbard here with you. Friday morning, 16th day of June. Looking for about a 60% chance of showers today, mostly cloudy. And then a high today of 89. Tomorrow, partly sunny, 40% chance of showers, high near 90. And then on Sunday, mostly sunny, high of around 90 with a slight chance of showers. The Ottawa River is at 7.5 feet and falling. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Jessup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, by Murphy Builder Supply on Northeast Broad Street, and the railroad tracks in downtown Jessup, by Republic Services, and by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. And good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
Father's Day weekend. Going down and going to visit with your dad a little bit, aren't you?
Yep. Head that way.
Okay. Now, you had you went to the 707 yesterday. How did that go?
Interesting. Got to see Coach Pollock, Coach Thompson, Coach Hobbs all. Coach Pollock used to be at Appleton County. Coach Thompson and Hobbs used to be at Wayne County. So we saw a lot of people, familiar faces. So it was interesting. 707 Wayne County didn't start off well, but then once Coach Cribb got their attention, they started playing better. So.
He got their attention, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Coaches can do that sometimes.
It's fun to watch. It's good competition.
Okay. How's the quarterback looking?
Good. That's it. Good receivers.
Who's going to be our quarterback this year starting?
Garrett Overholt.
Garrett Overholt, yeah. it's amazing. You hear these, kids' names, and remember when their birthdays were called in, years ago when they were 3, 4, and 5, and now they're 16, 17, 18 playing on the Wayne County High School sports team. And we just wish the All Jackets the best of the season starting in August. And from any indication, when we played against Brantley County and they hunted in that scrimmage, it's going to be an exciting offense, isn't it?
It's going to be fun to watch. I said the good news is the coach's son, Ashby Cribb, had that X-ray and turned out to be negative, so it's just a bad sprain, so nothing torn. So
what position does he play?
He plays receiver and backup quarterback as well. So he played quarterback some in scrimmage as well. So very talented athlete. But it was kind of a scare this week waiting for that X-ray to come in.
What happened? Was in practice somehow?
Yeah, I'm not sure how the accident happened, but he had to be helped off the field and had to do the X-ray. So I saw him yesterday. He said it's just a sprain, bad sprain. So he's on the shelf for a couple of weeks. So.
Yeah. The sprains can be pretty bad if you get them. They can take weeks to heal, but it's better than something cracked. I can tell you that.
Torn, nothing. So that's the good news. So that would have been a devastating blow if he would have been able to. Very talented athlete. So glad to know it's just a sprain. But it was fun to watch. Like I said, got a chance to talk to Coach Pollard. Like I said, he's been in Appleton County for years now, over head coach at Long County. But like I said, he's got Bragg Thompson, who was on our staff last year as his offense coordinator. Just a great guy, good coach. So good to see him. And Coach Hobbs, Kayla's husband, has taken the head baseball coach job at Long County, so he was over here in football as well. So
how did Coach Pollard end up leaving Appleton County and getting to Long County?
They dismissed him.
They didn't want him over there in Appleton County anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that happens.
Yeah.
What do you say about coaches?
There's two types of coaches, those that have been fired and those that are going to be fired. That's it. But he's doing well in Long County. Like I said, he's an excellent coach. And I said we've respected his coaching ability for years against Appleton County. Every time we play Appleton County, it's a award. So I think he's done an excellent job in Appleton County. But sometimes the longer you stay at a place, it's like Mark Creek. Sooner or later people get disgruntled and it's time to move on.
You wear out your welcome and time to go somewhere else.
But now Long County's glad to have him. I can promise you that he'll do a good job. Just what I saw yesterday. He can coach.
Okay. Long County's got a great facilities over there now with the, you have the high school and the football field. Just they've done a lot over there. And making everything real nice for their athletes over there at Long County High School. And we don't have a guest today, so kind of like Rush Limbaugh, where he has open line Fridays, we got open line text today. So if you want to text us with any question or comment at all, you can text us with your question or comment at 912-427-3711, 912-427-3711. Our regular business line and studio line is text enabled. So if you got a question or comment, you can text that in to us, and we'll be glad to address that issue if we know how to do that.
Hopefully we won't get in trouble like yesterday.
Well, we do want to say something from yesterday. We talked about yesterday that, school gets out and the teachers leave about 4, but, we know that that's not when their day ends. They've got to go home and a lot of times grade papers. They're counseling with students and things of that sort. We didn't mean to imply that in any type of way. I've got several family members that are teachers, and I know the hours they put in. It is not a normal 8-hour day for any teacher, whether they're just a regular teacher or whether they're a coach or whatever. Basically what we're talking about is the teachers putting their time. The coaches are teachers. They have to do that first, but then their second job after that is a coach, whatever sport it may be. And so they move from a teacher and what they do and the responsibilities there to an additional job, which is a coach. And they get a supplement for that. And the Board of Education decided, hey, if you make it, if you win a region championship, you get a little bit more money. If you win a state playoff game, you get a little bit more money. An incentive to keep the good coaches here. Whether you like it or not, the athletic department at a high school, at a middle school, at a college, even a pro team, is the PR, is the public relations type of tool for a school. It's what gets people it gets the community involved in the school with a sports program. Some people might say, well, it should be the academics, and it should be the academics, but we're a sports-oriented society, And so, you take a look at what happened to the Wayne County varsity baseball team. I mean, how long has it been since the community has come together over something like the varsity baseball team making it through the state playoffs and getting to the state championship game up in Savannah? That is the sports basically is the public relations arm of a lot of schools, both high school and college. And if you've got very successful sports teams, it makes the entire community get involved in the school. And not only with sports, but they also get involved with other activities.
I think it should be stressed too. Coach Cribb made it clear when he made the presentation, you're not talking a lot of money.
No, it's not a lot of money. It's not like they're getting thousands of dollars. You get a little extra money just for winning the state playoff game.
It's just something they want to put in place to, like I said, to try to retain coaches that are good coaches.
Right.
So
keep the good
ones.
And they're hard to find too. I mean, they're really hard to find. I mean, you take a look at the high school, you take a look at college, you look at pro, and it's hard to find those really good coaches. And once you get them, you want to do what you can to keep them, because other schools are going to be providing them with extra incentive bonuses also. So the whole goal behind this was to keep good coaches and reward them for winning a region championship and winning a state playoff game. And it's not a bunch of money. And so that's what it was all about. But as we very well know, some of the hardest working people out there are teachers, and the responsibility they have of shaping our young folks out there and getting there early, staying late, grading papers at night, counseling with students. It's a full-time responsibility from basically sunrise until in early evening, and sometimes even more than that.
How the conversation turned into us distant teachers, I don't understand.
No, it wasn't.
I got to that point, but no one's distant teachers. Like I said,
not at all.
We just reported on a board meeting that took place where the athletic director proposed a budget, asked for incentives for region championships and advancing in the state playoffs, and it was approved by the board. And that's all we were discussing.
That's right. Yeah,
and somebody texts in and says, "Where's the incentive of the teachers?" Well, I don't know who's going to the board members asking for incentive for teachers. When that takes place, we'll report on that.
But like you said, the coaches are teachers first, and they have that responsibility, and they do that responsibility, and they take it seriously. But then their second job with the high school is a coach, and they get a supplement, which is really not that much, for the hours they put in. And the Board of Education, with the recommendation of Coach Cribb and the Superintendent Jay Brinson, Dr. Brinson, said, hey, let's reward these coaches for winning region championships and winning state playoff games. It's just a little bit of money, but it shows your appreciation for the hard work they do, because to be a winner, it takes a lot more effort than it does than not to be. So we're just, but the vast majority of people who texted in yesterday say that was a great thing to keep these good coaches right here in town. Somebody just texted in, what did the coach's son hurt, knee or the ankle?
This is knee.
His knee?
Yeah, leg. Like I said, they had to x-ray his legs. They thought he might have tore his ACL, but like I said, it's just a bad sprain. Like I said, he was at the 7-on-7 yesterday, moving around, but very gingerly. But like I said, he said a couple of weeks he'll be fine. So, but like I said, it was a scare. Like I said, anytime you see a player be helped off the field, in a practice, you just hold your breath.
Yeah.
And like I said, when I saw him at the board meeting Tuesday, he told me he was going to get an X-ray, but they wouldn't know the results of the X-ray till the following day. And I was just keep my fingers crossed. I did not want to be able to report that we lost Ashby Cribb for the season.
But you said he's the backup quarterback and a receiver. Right. I guess maybe that's where he got hurt is being a receiver. It's hard to say, because the coaches are telling, don't hit the quarterback.
Just freak accidents happen. Like so,
yeah. You could have just twisted it some way, running a route. You don't know.
I said the good news is the X-ray came back negative, so it's just a sprain. So it's good news to report.
Okay. Good news right there.
Good kid.
And speaking of good news, as folks probably know already, those two fugitives from Georgia were captured yesterday up in Tennessee below Nashville. Ronnie Rowe, age 43, and Ricky DeBose, age 24. So, they were quite different in age. But I understand from the news this morning that they had been cellmates not only at the prison they were at, but also in another prison at one time and became friends.
Apparently they knew each other for quite some time. So just sad that they killed those two officers. Like I said, those funeral arrangements were announced today. one funeral set for Saturday, one set for Tuesday. So still hadn't heard details of their family there, if they have wives and kids, things like that. They really haven't. I hadn't seen that reported yet, but just a sad story.
Yeah, apparently they don't have security cameras on these transport buses, or they would know what happened as of right now until they talk to these inmates.
I think they did. It's on video.
Oh, is it on video? Well, because they keep saying they don't know how it happened.
Yeah, the shooting's on video.
They did have it on video. Then why? I don't know why they keep saying. Then how did it happen?
First report I got said that they said.
I mean, it'd be great if they did.
Shooting's on video.
Yeah, but I know I heard on the news this morning, one of the things they want to find out is how did that happen?
That's so they knew who did it.
Yeah. Well, of course they know who did it because it was the bus that was transporting them.
Yeah, they're transporting 33 prisoners.
33?
There are 33 prisoners on that bus.
Well, then the other 33 prisoners could have said something. Then why, and that's what I don't understand this morning, is why did on the state news did they say the officials want to know how it happened? Was the door door between the guards and the prisoners, was it left unlocked? Did they trick one of the guards to open it up? If you had 33 prisoners on there plus a video camera, then they would know that right off the bat. I don't know, but
I said that's the thing, they don't know how they said the gate should have been locked.
Should have been locked.
But apparently they got through the gate. That's what they don't know.
How did they get through that gate? Okay. All right, somebody just texted in the money, which is they're talking about the extra money, the little extra money that the coaches will get if they win a state playoff game or region championship. Somebody just texted in, this is a text that came into us, the money is not only an incentive and reward, but also help pay them for the additional time they will have to put in if they do go to a region and state playoff competition that requires more time than would be required for a losing season. And of course, that's very true. It takes, to be a winner, it takes a lot more time than it is to not be a winner. And so you look at the programs that are very successful at any level, high school, middle school, college, or pro. Usually you talk to the players and you talk to the coaches, and the ones that put in a lot of time and do put in some smart time are the ones that are successful. What did they say about Peyton Manning? That everybody get there and he'd be in the film room already, and he'd be there after everybody left, studying, and look at him. Look at the success that Peyton Manning had. And so it's just like anything else in life, whether it's work or athletics or whatever the case may be. You put in the time, you put in smart time, the more successful you'll be. All right, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup, world famous Butch and Bob show for this Friday morning, 16th day of June. If you have any comments at all or questions about anything, text us at 912-427-3711, 912-427-3711. The text will pop up here on our computer screen, and we can read that comment or we can try to answer that question. Well, there was some news yesterday morning about alleged shooting here in Wayne County. We did get that official report from the Sheriff's Department. Was a shooting yesterday in Seminole Woods, right?
Right, there was a shooting. Like I said, the person's been arrested. The person was got shot in the arm, airlifted to the Memorial Medical Center. Also, the shooting Tuesday night over Briarwood, they're investigating that, but fortunately no one was shot. But apparently gang activity, they came through and just started shooting at people.
Just shooting at people? In Briarwood.
In fact, that night, I had just left the station, and I drove by there, and I heard what I thought was gunshot wounds.
Oh, did you?
Or gunshots. Yeah,
gunshots.
I mean, you can definitely tell what it got. And I was like, what was that? And then,
but you didn't pull in there to see what it was? Oh, Bob, where's the reporter in you to get right there in the middle of everything?
Sorry. I saw all the police cars flying by. I figured something happened. And
something's going on.
And I figured something. I was hoping no one got shot and killed is what I thought. So I called somebody.
But no one got hit, right?
No one. No. Fortunately, no one was in it. But I knew I'd heard. I mean,
you heard it.
It was a distinct sound. So when I was driving by there, leaving the station that night, I heard those gunshots at 10:25.
At 10:25.
I knew. I mean, I was like, thankful they're not shooting towards
toward the road. Bob's ducking down in his car as he's riding past Briarwood.
It should me, So I called somebody that I said as soon as I got down towards where the old Kiwi was, that new place, the police vehicles were flying
that way.
So I knew something definitely
Did you call one of your sources and they tell you what was going
I
on?
called one of my sources, said that there had been shots fired, but they were, on their way to investigate it. So
were they shooting at anybody or just trying to scare people?
According to the police report and talked to the officers, they responded they were shooting at people that were standing in front of the building. Apparently, they drove by earlier that day, threatening people, saying they were going to rob them, come back and steal things. And then they came back at 10:25 and started shooting at people standing in front of a building.
Wow.
They're from Glenn County. They're pretty much targeting on who they are. So hopefully an arrest soon on those suspects that came by that Tuesday evening.
You would think if they had the money to be able to do this in the city, you have certain areas of the city and county that are known for activities that should not be going on. That they would have, and I don't know if they do or not, security cameras hidden in sort of way where you can see the cars coming in and especially getting those tags as they're driving out because there's only one way in and one way out. Whether they have those or not, I don't know.
They got this good description of the vehicle and they got good description of the people in the vehicle. So like I said, talking to the officers yesterday that they're working closely with Glenn County law enforcement and several law enforcement agencies, and they pretty much know who is involved. So they're looking to make arrests soon in that incident. But again, that's scary. That was
scary, huh?
Yeah, because like I said, that's gunfires at this thing sound. Yeah, believe me, I heard when I drove past there. I was just like, whoa. And it was like, did I hear what I just heard?
Yeah, you didn't know for sure. And you were not going to go in there and do any investigative reporting, were you?
I was just glad the shots were fired in the opposite direction. Like I said, when I saw
Bob was on the scene, but he left the scene.
When I saw the police vehicles flying towards that area, I said, yeah, that's exactly what I heard. So I was just hoping nobody was shot and killed. So
well, it's a good thing that nobody was hurt, and they got a description of everything, and maybe, hopefully, arrest will be made soon.
But I called somebody that had a scanner and said what's going on, and they were pretty much telling me.
Do you have a scanner home?
I don't have a scanner.
I thought you had a scanner.
I do not.
You need a scanner.
I don't have one.
You don't have one? Okay. Let's see here. Somebody just texted in. Let's see here. When is the trial set for the grooms?
The 26th of June.
26th of June.
Yeah.
Okay. Has anything been done on that?
It's a restitution hearing, and then their plea supposed to be entered officially.
Okay.
So they've been given 6 months to pay restitution back. So the last report I heard, they hadn't paid any money back. So,
all right, 26th of June.
See how Judge Scarlett responds to that. So
it'll be held at the courthouse, one of the courtrooms up there. Yep.
It's on the docket for 9:30, but there's a lot of other stuff on the docket. But the restitution hearing is set. That's the restitution hearing between the Board of Education and the grooms. The school board wants their $17,000 back that the state audit showed was taken. So that's
it's not next Monday, but the Monday after,
right,
26th of June. Okay.
So Monday the 26th.
Okay.
They have trials set for that week as well. So
all right.
We've got motions hearing this coming Monday. A lot going on at the courthouse.
Yeah, a lot going on down there. It's one thing, we've talked to the judges and the police department, the sheriff, the city, police chief and all that. They never have to worry about running out of business. Yeah. It's been that way for a long time. So it's a pretty good job security when you're in law enforcement because there's always people who want to bend the rules or break the rules.
This past week, it just seems like the drug of choice is methamphetamine. I never saw so many pleas of guilty for possession of meth. And they had like 7 cases plead this past week on possession of methamphetamine. So just stuff's dangerous.
It's all over the place out there. It's absolutely amazing. Now, we got calls coming in. Remember, you have to text us, folks. We're talking live on there, so we can't pick up the phone. You can text us with your comments and questions. Text us at 912-427-3711, 912-427-3711. Heard you and Jonathan talking about the Georgia Dermatology and Big Dog Country cash can giveaway. If no one finds it today, that'll be 3 weeks that the can's been sitting out there. And there's some pretty good clues that we've had on the air that should kind of narrow it down a little bit.
Just know there's a lot of people searching for it.
Yeah, a lot of them.
I get calls every day. I'm going to find it.
Yep, we get calls here all the time. Has it been found yet? Has it been found yet? Has it been found yet?
I said, well, good luck.
They want to know, what's today's clues? Well, you got to tune in. Now, this week's clues, we posted on our website this afternoon about 6 o'clock. We'll give out the today's last time clue will be at about 5:45 to 5:50, and then around 6 o'clock, Jonathan will post this week's clues on our website at bigdogcountry.com. So that way you can look at the first week, second week, and third week's clues. And if no one finds it today, then or over the weekend, we'll start all over again. But there's groups of folks out there that go in packs and try to find it. A
lot of people team up with other people, so
try to find that cash can to win $1,055. And people say, how in the world did you come up with $1,055? Well, our frequency here on WIFO is 105.5. And so that's how we came up with $1,055. And we'd like to thank Georgia Dermatology for being our major sponsor on it. And then we've got the other sponsors also, and they make this promotion possible to kind of make it exciting at the end of the school year and the first start of the summer for folks to go out there and do this. Then, of course, we'll redo it again right there at the beginning of December. The Georgia Dermatology and Big Dog Country Cash Can Giveaway, full swing. But remember, folks, the next time we'll give out a clue today, it'll be around 12:50, then around 3:03, and then around 5:50. All right. Anything going on? You got the U.S. Open going on this weekend, is that right?
Yeah, the fescue's an issue.
Well, the what?
Fescue.
Fescue.
They have fescue on both sides of the fairway.
Is that top of grass or something?
It's high grass.
High grass.
High, thick grass.
Well, why did they cut it?
Because
they didn't want it to.
It's just part of the course. I said, you got a 60-yard fairway. Like Rory McIlroy is the best. Look, we're the best golfers in the world. If you can't hit in the fairway, go home.
Yeah, that's a big, wide fairway there.
But unfortunately, they don't always hit in the fairway. And when they hit in a fescue, it's
you can't find it.
It's something they can't find it, but if they do find it, it's just, you can barely
get it out. They'd have a weed whacker to get it out of there, huh?
You definitely lose the shot. But it makes for an interesting, it's a beautiful course up there in Erin Hills, Wisconsin. But Ricky Fowler has not won a major. He's on the leaderboard at -7. So hopefully he can seal the deal this weekend, pulling for him. Like I said, it's like to see Ricky Fowler win a major.
Now, didn't he's 7 under after the first round, right?
Yeah. The last two guys that finished 7 under won it by a lot of strokes, like Tiger did it. But after round 1, -7, went on to win by 18 strokes. Somebody else, I think Jack Nicklaus, tried to -7 one year, finished up by 7 strokes. So maybe this is Rory McIlroy's week.
No, we'll find out.
I'm sorry, Ricky Fowler.
Ricky Fowler, who you want to win, right? Ricky Fowler. Where did he play college? Play golf at college? I can't remember offhand. Okay. Well, the Braves were off yesterday after taking 2 out of 3 from the Washington Nationals. First time, Bob, that they've taken a series from the Nationals since 2014.
Yeah, I'll be sure to rub that into my nephew when I see him this morning.
And then the Braves will be back in action for a 3-game series over the weekend in Atlanta, taking on Miami. Today's game will begin at 6:20. Tomorrow at 2:55, and then on Sunday at 12:20. That's when the leadoff show will begin each day. And, of course, we'll have those games for you right here on your Atlanta Braves radio station in Southeast Georgia, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. So hopefully the Braves can get it all together. Now, what do you think about this Floyd Mayweather and McGregor fight coming up?
I think somebody said it best yesterday. It's a joke. It's just a circus, not a boxing match. I mean, but it's all for money. People buy it, watch it, but if it lasts more than 20 seconds, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, Floyd should win because it's he should win because he's the boxer and it's going to be boxing. Someone said it'd be like someone saying, hey, one of those tall basketball players, saying, we need you on the volleyball team. Just because you're tall doesn't mean you're a good volleyball player.
It just sounds like somebody needs money. That's what it sounds like to me.
Well, everybody, the promoters, everything. Everything.
I just can't believe Floyd Mayweather's lowering himself to this.
Yeah, he hadn't boxed in like 3 years. He's going to have to get out there and, it could be if he hadn't done something in 3 years, it's going to be really rusty at it. I don't care how long he did it.
Just don't call it a boxing match. Just call it what it is. It's just a publicity stunt.
Yeah. It's,
But people buy money, spend money to watch it. But it's like most of those pay-per-view things. They spend all that money and it's last.
What's about $100 to get it?
Less than a minute.
Yeah. One of the sports announcers yesterday, and I can't remember which one it was, on AM, our AM station is Fox Sports Radio 1370 AM The Buzz, and one of them was saying that, I think it was Jim Rome, who said, if you pay the $100, whatever the case may be, the entertainment will be everything leading up to it. All the stars there, all that kind of stuff. You'll get $100 worth of entertainment leading up to the fight. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how that goes.
I'll be saving my $100.
You'll be saving your $100. Yeah. I've never done one of those pay-per-view things either. Well, we got to get out of here. It's 8:31. I got a lot of things to do. Bob, have a great Father's Day weekend. WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. The world famous Butch and Bob show brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jessup Premium Storage located out here on the Waycross Highway. Also brought to you by Republic Services and by Murphy Builder Supply. Murphy Builder Supply located on Northeast Broad Street, the railroad tracks in downtown Jessup. Now, coming up in just a moment here on the Big Dog, we're going to have the latest news from Fox News Radio. And then after that, we will have Focus on the Family Commentary, state news from the Georgia News Network, and a quick look at sports, what happened on this day in history. And then the best variety of country music comes your way starting at 9:03. 8:32, now time for news from Fox News Radio.
He's still critical, but Steve Scalise is improving. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Steve, I love you. We miss you. We were thinking about you last night.
Republican Congressman Chuck Fleischman played in that charity ball game. Fox's Rachel Sutherland live in Washington.
Dave, some extraordinary moments on the ball field last night. Republicans and Democrats prayed together at second base. And after the Democrats won, they handed the trophy to Republicans to take back to Congressman Scalise. Republican Congressman Ron DeSantis says he hopes the warm feelings will last.
You have these tough debates.